Okay, so now for the synthesis of butanone from bute-2-ene. Alright, so let's go straight in with step 1, and that is to identify the functional groups in our starting and target molecule. So in our starting molecule, the functional group is an alkene, so double bond C, double bond C. And in the target molecule, it is a ketone, so the C double bond O in chain. Okay, that's done. So an alkene will go to an intermediate, and then we need to make ourselves a ketone out the other end. So step 2 then, identifying the intermediate compound that links them both together. So let's do this backwards like we said before. So a ketone can be made from, you should know this one, a secondary alcohol. And now let's go another step back. A secondary alcohol can be made from you probably need to want to go and look this up, but I'm going to just give it to you because this is an example. You can make it from an alkene. Okay, if you remembered it, then well done. Step 3 is now to put it all together and then identify the reagents and conditions, and you're going to write out your steps. So this is your stage 1 and this is your stage 2. Let's get it all written out together. So in stage 1 of the synthesis, we are going to have our alkene, which was our bute-2-ene. We're going to add water to it because that hydrolysis is what gives us the secondary alcohol that we are looking for. Now you need to remember the conditions. So even though you've said H2O, you need to make sure you've written somewhere. You can either write it up here, so you can write conditions and reagents equals steam plus an acid catalyst, or you could have just gone like this, put a little gaseous there, and then written H2SO4 cat, or H3PO4 could also be used. Alright, great then. Then, stage 2 of the synthesis, you take your secondary alcohol and you oxidize it to give you a ketone. And then you make some water as well. Now again, same thing, you need to make sure you have either written out your conditions and reagents somewhere so that it can be seen that it is K2Cr2O7 plus H2SO4 and reflux. Yeah, or you could just write it here, Cr2O7 H2SO4 reflux. Done.